It is now my pleasure to invite the Deputy President to make his remarks and thereafter invite you to close this conference.
Thank you very much, Chair, Council of Governors, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellencies, Ambassadors, Your Excellencies, Governors, CSS present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And let me say I'm very delighted this afternoon to join in this timely conversation on progress made in tackling the COVID-19 global pandemic, not just in Kenya, but globally. This discussion brings to fore what we as a country has done, what devolved governments have done. And I want to take this very early opportunity to thank His Excellency the President for providing state-first leadership in mobilizing both state and non-state actors at all levels of government in responding to this pandemic that has seen us as a country in a very coordinated response that has given us positive results, that today we are now discussing the flattening of the curve. Your Excellency, admittedly, some very difficult decisions have had to be made with very far-reaching effects on many aspects of us as a nation. But it is also fair to say that citizens of our nation, in their majority, have responded to your call to take up the decisions that have been made and to comply with the regulations and protocols that have been established by government. Many people have had to change their lifestyles, and they have done so graciously, realizing that we are all in this together. I think it is also instructive to note that as we plowed through this pandemic, there are some three things, in my opinion, that have stood out. Number one is that counties, the fact that we are having today this conference on this national pandemic, the counties have actually proven that they are not only centers of decision-making, centers of new growth, but they have also become centers of solutions to our challenges. And I want to congratulate the county leadership, the governors, the county assemblies, the speakers, and all that have provided the necessary leadership for counties to bring their wealth of knowledge and experience in managing this pandemic. I think the other issue that has come out is, as the President said, we should move from tactical to strategic thinking and intervention. This pandemic has actually brought into focus the need for universal health coverage that is part of the government's pillar on the future of our nation. If there was ever a justification that in fact the universal health coverage pillar is an idea whose time has come, it is now. That this pandemic is teaching us that while we can manage this pandemic using the interventions that are of an emergency nature, long-term solutions, however, provide a much more solid and much more, a better framework for managing this pandemic. And maybe the third thing I would want to say is that the response by counties, TVET institutions, and private sector players to manufacture PPEs locally and other usables is a clear indication that our manufacturing program is a program that not only provides us the mechanism to solve our immediate problems,